Look who we've got here. Look, here we are on our break. That's not really a break, but it's kind of a break. Our town has plenty. I almost forgot what that was.
It was.
At that moment. So the lovely women. So this is Kath, as you know,
Hello.
Everybody. Hi, camera. Hi, people.
Hi.
I'm Patsy, obviously, you know.
Patsy.
And we are lucky. Let's cheers each other.
Cheers.
So, Our Town Has Plenty brings you the women behind Frock Up Friday. Yay! So we got the lovely Susie and the lovely Beverly.
Hello.
Beverly, what would you like? What do you like?
Beverly, whatever.
Don't mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was just for sure.
Oh, no, I've got
Yeah.
That's a prop, everyone.
And it's hot.
It
and
is hot.
It's August
really
And
hot.
steamy.
It's very, very hot. So,
Different.
so you've come to tell us about a big event.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
The big event.
The big event of the year for Frock Up Friday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. If you've been to any other, have you been to a Frock Up Friday festival before?
It's insane.
They're bonkers.
So many sequins done. So many
so many
sequins.
sequins.
Well, this year's theme is disco, so there'll be even more
It's
sequins.
going to be one big disco ball.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's the Frock Up Friday Festival 2025.
And it is our last festival, so us two's last festival.
Yeah.
So you never know, someone else might do something. But it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Loads and loads of things planned. And we've invited back Bangor Smash Up, because when they were here at the ball, it was crazy. I mean, like, I thought the floorboards were going to go.
Yeah. No, it's nothing quite like a bungalow though, is it?
Yeah, it was just, they are so brilliant. And
Yeah.
if, like, you know, you've not seen them, it's really worth coming along just for them. But
Right.
we've also got the wonderful Helen Sharp.
Lovely.
Yeah, we haven't really done local, well, we've done Longshore Drifters on a Saturday night, we've done Sister Susie on a Saturday night, and we always have a big band from far away. And we haven't repeated acts up till now at the Frock Up Friday Festival, but because it's our last one, I thought, well...
Who's going to blow the roof off?
Bring
That's
in
what
some
we
lovelies.
wanted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Tane and Emma,
The Lima
Oh, yeah.
Beats are coming to play at DJ, which is like going to be absolutely brilliant, because
Yeah.
I love them, and
Yeah.
you never stop dancing.
No.
So, and we've also got the Lifted Up Community Choir.
Yes.
So
I know,
I think,
lovely.
you know, that's just going to be incredible.
Are you going to be singing,
That's going to be
Patsy?
It's
incredible.
possible.
Oh, brilliant.
It's possible.
Fantastic.
Jury's out as we speak today, but it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
So you've got day and the night shift. You've
Day and
got
night shift on the cabaret, because we have a cabaret night on the
Yay.
Friday. We don't make things life easy for ourselves at all.
No.
We always go for everything. So the
Yeah.
cabaret night, we've got a day and the night shift.
Yeah.
We've got sort of burlesque things happening
Yeah.
and dancey things, but I'm not going to go
Trisha
too
Dobson.
much.
So you've got
into
feathers
that.
as well as sequins.
We've
Yeah.
got feathers,
And long
sequins,
gloves.
dancey things, and it won't just be the people on stage dancing.
Yeah, and we will have Jo as well coming to teach the Wuthering Heights
Oh,
because we're all going to go up on the field on Sunday and make it part of the Frock Up Friday Festival, the Wuthering
Where-
Heights.
Because we've
red.
collaborated with Coastal Currents, so
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh man, this sounds just
so it's
outrageous.
going to, and that is after on the Sunday morning, because it's called Sunglasses Sunday, because basically by the time you get to Sunday we
Yeah.
are dying.
Yeah.
So we have to have the
Yeah.
sunglasses
Yeah.
on just to hide everything.
Hangover.
And totally. And we start the morning off, if anyone could get up for it, is sparkle yoga on the beach, which everyone wears sparkles and does yoga on the beach. I have to admit, I have never managed to get up for it.
No, never.
And it's right opposite my
I was
house.
going to say, considering that you live just opposite.
I know, I'm
That's
ashamed.
great.
I'm ashamed that I've never
Yeah.
managed to do it, but people do go. There's always about 30 people there
Yeah.
doing sparkle yoga, which amazes me, because usually they haven't gone to bed until quite late the night before.
And they turn up in this
They
sparkles,
turn up,
don't they?
and then
We all
we
get in the sea.
get refreshed. We have a sparkle swim, so
Yeah.
people just go swimming in whatever they fancy, and
Yeah.
it's been wild.
It's
And the
usually fancy,
screaming,
isn't it?
you
Yeah.
can hear all the way to the pier.
And it's lovely because there's people from outside Hastings. A lot of people from outside Hastings do come to our
They
festival,
do.
and they're not by the sea.
Yeah.
So one thing that oh, we're not sure about getting in the seat at all.
Yeah.
And then the next thing they're going in a suit
Yeah.
or a wig and kind of like full tiara,
Yeah, sure.
wings.
All gown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Everything. So that's really fun. That's such a fun event because it's just unusual and people sort of really love it. And then in the afternoon, we're all going up to the West Hill to do the Wuthering Heights thing. So Sunday is going to be incredible.
Sorry, that was my hip.
That's mine.
The wafting.
That's the running up the hill bit.
The one outfit I have so far is my red dress. That's
Nice.
Yeah, you need so many outfits. Friday
Yeah.
night we do a
Yeah.
parade Saturday morning,
Yeah.
then we go parade right into the market, then the ball Saturday night, then the swim, then the
red dress.
yoga and
then-
the, and then and the red
it's
pass.
And then
many
everyone
outfits.
sort of
And then Monday
parties
off.
afterwards.
And now we've added a VIP night on the Thursday.
Yes,
as well,
so if people have bought VIP tickets, they come on a Thursday night. So
Wow.
after we've decorated the hall, we go straight up there and we'll
Yeah.
do something for that as well. But that's just for the VIP people.
Woof.
Which
So-
hall is it? Where is it at?
What we're going to.
What's that?
What the locations that you're...
Oh, right.
Oh, it's
the
all in the
observer building.
observer this
Is it?
time
Yeah,
because it's
okay,
a disco theme
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
really warehousey in there,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It
So
is.
we're doing the whole
It's great.
round there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's good. And although this year we are going to decorate the hall right from the start, so everyone will see it because we do like a
Yeah.
surprise on the decoration. There are a couple of surprises on the evening that people won't know about, which are quite funny.
Yeah.
So,
It's great.
I love it. I love it. Oh, bless you. So, Observer Building, what's the date?
right, we start on the official is the 29th, which is the cabaret,
Yeah.
and then it's 30th for the ball,
Yeah.
and then obviously the Sunday is.
Yeah.
Is it the
First.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first. And we're actually starting on the 28th, really, because if you've got a VIP ticket,
Yeah.
that's the day we start.
Yeah, there's
So
still
we-
2 or 3
And when
left.
you say, oh, you have Monday off,
No.
it's
You've
a
got-
week.
you've got
We
to
have
put
a
it
week
down.
off because it's a
Yes.
week, the run up the week before is quite something for us because we have to do all the decorating, we have to make sure everything's organised, you've got all the sound checks, you've
Yeah.
got.
And my Sims has come
Everything.
down, so now I've got to
So-
dress 6 people
so
instead
family-
of just me.
I have people staying at my house because like often there's acts that we need to put up so they
Sure.
come and stay at ours.
Yeah.
And so the house starts getting full sort of like
Course,
Wednesday
Yeah.
afternoon.
Mm.
And
Hey.
so we don't rest until Monday morning.
It's
Hey,
like an
collapse.
Indian wedding.
I was going to say,
Isn't
the
it?
amount of sequence
Yeah.
and that level of
And,
activity.
and the bungalow,
It's like a
it could be an
wedding.
Indian
Yeah.
wedding, couldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's great for the economy in the town as well because
Yeah.
people they did come for 1 night or 2 nights, and now people come and stay all week and meet up with each
Yeah.
other. They've
Yeah,
got
that's really
created massive friendships, and everybody fell in love with St Leonard's, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I have to say, some people have actually moved here
Yeah.
because of the festival.
They have.
Really?
They
Yeah.
loved it so much
Oh,
that they now
yeah.
live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
amazing. You
that's
brought them
quite
down,
mad.
haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
It's quite funny, isn't it, that they now live
So
here.
they're fuffing every day of the year.
Yeah.
Well, everyone is
Yeah.
really anyway.
Yeah, well, I think they come here and they go, oh, we can just wear whatever we like, and
Any
nobody
day.
bats an eyelid
Oh,
Yeah.
we love it every day.
because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are that town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, there's not many places like it because I've been travelling to France quite a lot, and just my pink hair gets comments. It's,
Yeah.
it's quite, you know,
Sure.
people come up to you and go,
Mm.
hair.
Do you realise your hair is pink?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. And so you suddenly realise when you're in Hastings, you can do anything you
Yeah.
want. No one bats an eyelid. I
No.
mean, even we've got our naked cyclist, haven't we? Just
Of
goes to
course.
the seafront.
We
So
do.
even if you don't want to wear anything at
No.
all, it's all acceptable.
Yes.
So it's the perfect place for Frock Up Friday to have started, really.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such good news. So there are tickets available.
There are still tickets available, yes. There's
Right.
not so many for the cabaret, so if you want to
Yeah.
get in for the cabaret as well, then
Okay.
make sure you get your ticket.
Yeah, we kind of reserve the cabaret tickets because there's only 120 of them
Yeah.
for the weekender tickets, so
Yeah.
you're going to go to all the events.
Yeah, sure.
We might split them up eventually at the end if there's
Mm.
just a few left.
Yeah. But obviously there's a bigger capacity. Couldn't say that word. Capacity on
Yeah,
on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when people can come to the disco.
Yeah, they come
Yeah.
to the ball,
Yeah,
and
'cause I know
the ball
lots-
is brilliant.
Yeah, lots of people have asked me about that, and they've said, "Can we just go to the disco?" I said, "I'm sure that's a possibility."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they can come to
Absolutely
the.
they can,
That's great.
yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And what we would really like to see is not just Frockers there. We'd like lots of people to come and experience just that feeling of love that is in the room, because
Well, yeah.
I'm not making that up. It
No.
is like there's every type of person there, and everybody feels loved. And afterwards, we get people come up and say, "This is just the nicest thing I've ever done."
Yeah.
And I think for us, we're used to the Hastings vibe that happens.
Yeah.
But for people who don't live in Hastings and don't know that vibe, and they come along and they're just like, wow, everyone's so welcoming.
Yeah, and also we've done the first festival because we'd made a coffee table book back in 2020 when we first started. And it was a...
She has the best.
And it was because we couldn't do an official book launch because we had gone into second lockdown as this had been printed.
Yeah, exactly.
So we waited a year and had a 3-day festival by accident instead. And yet we carried on doing it because it was really lovely, but also we wanted to spread the ethos of the group to be free thinking and unique and fabulous out to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And so that only happens if other people come and see what it's all about.
It's true. It's true.
And dress like a silly
It's true because what you said
princess
there.
a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Pretend you're
Dressing
6.
up.
Yeah.
Just gone through Mum's basket.
It's kind of dressing up the way you've always wanted to and
Yes.
never dared to.
Yes, and all the things that you could wear in the garden and at home and possibly at school until you went to school on your way to, not in the holidays, but you can actually walk around St Leonard's and Hastings and the Environ and dress up any way you like. And nobody bats an eyelid. And that's the thing, isn't it? Because we don't worry about what we wear here. We just bung it on and just go, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then you forget and go elsewhere, like you
Yeah.
said.
And then everyone stares at you. They're all like,
Which I love now. I embrace it now
me
because
too.
I quite like it.
but when women come up and they say it happens in Lidl usually, and they say, love your quirkiness. I just want to stop you and tell you I love your quirkiness. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
We did actually go to Tesco's in ball gowns shopping, didn't we, once?
Of course, you have to. Yeah.
I was a bit nervous on the old escalator because I was a bit scared
pull it
of my
up.
dress.
Yeah. Tuck it in your DMs. Because,
Well,
you've been wearing
you
DMs.
know me well,
when
I did
you're
have
back-
DMs.
Exactly. Ball gown and DMs. You don't wear shoes. But, or wellies,
Actually, frocked up for you today. This is
I love it.
Yeah.
you know, branching out into the leopard,
Mm.
which I wasn't
Well, you go
expecting.
well together.
We do.
We've got a jungle
Got
theme.
jungle
We do,
vibe.
jungle theme,
Jungle
yeah.
vibe.
Put some music on there. So this goes back. Yeah. I'm not having a parrot on my shoulder. Okay, that's not happening. So this goes back to when you first started it. I remember you starting it because I remember the posts. So briefly, can you tell us why you started it?
Well, Susie had moved out of Susie was my lodger,
Yeah.
and she'd moved out of my house the week before they announced lockdown.
Yeah.
And it was
4 days before.
And it
Yeah.
was like, Susie was like, I'm going to be in a flat on my own
Yeah.
with no company whatsoever, and we can't go out, and what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And so basically we thought, well, let's pretend on a Friday that we are going out, let's put some really nice clothes on, make ourselves a cocktail at home or whatever, dress up and say it's Frock Up Friday.
Yeah.
That was basically the premise of it.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of started.
And it's a private group as well, so you had to be invited by a friend.
Yeah.
And it's really strange because within 3 weeks we had 10,000 members.
You did.
And everyone was
Just a bit of a
slightly
shock.
connected.
Yeah.
Like
That was so weird.
It is a community in there anyway, but those first few weeks it's an actual community of people who knew one another, which is quite mental and around the world.
Yeah,
And like
it
you
was
speak to
crazy.
someone in Australia who knows Sue Warren and
Yeah.
Leonard and
Exactly.
this all this
Yeah.
sort
It
of
was,
thing.
it was amazing.
Sorry, Sue. Picked you up by accident, but I remember there was a story surrounding Sue once.
There's so many connections, and that's a nice thing. Is like at that time where we're all isolated and we're all on our own. We really weren't on our own because actually
We had a social
we
life.
had a social life that was like bigger than we even knew. You know, from the 50 people we thought we knew to the 15,000 that it became. Yeah.
Well, it's lovely because it's in the beginning it was let's dress up and get out of our pajamas, the self-care thing, and let's not be lonely on your own in the flat in lockdown. But it was quite quick, and of course we all knew each other, and it was all very much just St Leonard's and Hastings, like everybody's normal, we're just all creative and dressy up. But really, very, very quickly, people were saying things like, you know, I was supposed to get married today, here I am in my gown, and they were in front of their laundry bin in the bedroom, or out mowing the lawn, or putting the bins out in their graduation outfit, or whatever the case was. And then what happened in the group was that everyone got flooded with advice, with commiserations, with congratulations, they got engaged, whatever was happening, they were flooded with support, and it became a real mental health network, more, almost for me anyway, more than a creative outlet. You know, it's a real big, massive family, which has sat just under 15,000 since then. It's like it was a lockdown thing, but the lives have changed inside it. But people still are creative. People are still lonely. People are still disabled. But there's still the reason why they joined in the first place is still there. Take away the lockdown, it's still
it was
there.
the isolation that people felt and the connection that they feel within the group. And we decided right from the start it was going to be a positive space, and we didn't want any negativity. So adminning it was a bit of a nightmare, because as soon as anyone started saying anything negative about somebody, would take that down. And actually now we don't have to monitor anything because people get what it's about. They get that, like, here is a space for everyone to build their own confidence, everyone to have their own style, everyone to express themselves the way they want to express themselves. And that builds their confidence. And we've had people change their lives just through the fact that they've posted a few pictures of themselves. One of them particularly, I don't think she'll mind us saying, is Trish, who now does our British Sign Language for us at the festival.
Cool.
And when she came to the very first festival, and she did come to the very first one, she sent us a private message and she said, I want to come to this festival, but I've never travelled on my own, ever. And I have never ever sort of like gone to a festival, and I feel like I look like a potato, so I'm not going to come. And we sent a message back saying, you must come to the festival, and when you do, we'll find you and we'll hold your hand. And we were on stage, we spotted her in the crowd, we went up and we held her hand. We said we would, and we did. Anyway, we then found out that she was training to be a British Sign Language person. And on that very festival, we said, do you want to come up and sign for us? So she was like, I don't know. And the next thing, she's in front of 300 people on a stage signing.
And Danny Lou Carr, the other Geordie in town, she was doing a motivational talk for us in the morning. It was the morning BBC, the national news was with us as well. And we're like, do you have a little chat with Danny outside? And she'll tell you what's on the what she's going to talk about, blah blah blah. So she had a little vague idea before she started, and then she'd done so well and she was so confident. We had a big stage with Coastal Currents that year in the Stade, and she got up there and done it in front of everybody, and now she does it for a living and goes around touring the national theatres.
But she doesn't just do it dressed in sort of like a black dress or anything. She dresses up in purple,
everywhere,
everything.
purple.
Big feather boas. She goes for it. And so she's quite special. And I think that's amazing that she has just changed her life around and just doing the thing that she loves.
What a shout out.
You know, there's a lot of people, we've got loads and loads of stories like that. And we've got just so many stories of how people's lives have changed.
Absolutely. They could make a documentary out of you guys.
Well, it's been spoken about loads of times.
If anyone still wants to do it.
If anyone still wants to do it, there you go, listener. We've got loads of documentary makers in this town. We have.
We've got loads of stories.
We've got so many stories just from the book.
I was going to say just from the book. So I remember I remember seeing Emma so Emma was a school teacher, wasn't she? And Emma used to turn up.
Emma and Craig Emma.
Emma and Craig Emma, So Emma used to turn up in these wonderful 1950s outfits. So she'd have a full circle skirt on, it'd be beautiful, and a blouse or a dress and the cardigan. She had the whole thing going on. Big old smile, lovely, and always the wickedest pair of heels I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Absolutely, she loves her Louboutin.
in the same mirror, and
In the same mirror,
pose.
I know, in the same pose. So she used to do this every time she used to do a thing, and I used to sit there and go, I've got such a crush, and I thought she was just amazing. And then sideways in comes Craig, and then you find out that in the same photo is Emma.
We spotted the same mirror. We spotted Craig was standing in front of the same mirror. That's how we worked it out. And I sent the message, do you think that's the same mirror? Are they seeing
It's
each
the
other?
famous mirror, isn't it?
And like they're not, don't live near each other.
Yeah, but
anything.
Emma was a story in the first place because we had a few political things back in lockdown days, and we decided we're not going to do political stuff anymore because this is a safe space where all of that nonsense that happens in the other Facebook land doesn't exist.
Sure.
So people come onto Facebook and just direct themselves into there and it's all happy. Anyway, so we had a few things and we said, right, we're going to stop. We had a little bit of a breakdown, didn't we, by then? And we got a message from Emma saying, please don't. She'd lost her husband a couple of years before. You won't mind me saying Emma because she's in the Meet the Frockers section that's on our website telling the story. And her husband had loved her dressing in that 50s silhouette, but she'd been living in her slobs for a couple of years because she'd lost him. And she found Frock Up Friday and started wearing lipstick again and wearing the dresses that her husband had loved her wearing, and found herself again because it was in Frock Up Friday, and it was just like, oh, such a special story. And then Craig came along and they ended up getting married.
They got married in Las Vegas. They got married in Las Vegas and didn't invite us to.
So in Frock Up Friday Festival number two, the one we had in Israel.
Yeah.
First time was in St Mary's in the Castle, second one as well, and we've arranged a second wedding for them. And we had a veil and we had a vicar with Chris Dodwell. and
Andrew walked down the aisle.
She flew her flowers, so we did have the wedding in the end.
It was lovely. And I will say she's a brilliant writer, Emma. So when she writes, her posts are great.
They are very funny, aren't they?
Really funny.
They're funny and they're touching.
Yeah.
She gets everything
real.
in there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
They're very real.
Yeah.
I used to listen to her every time.
There's loads of stories from loads of Frockers. I mean, there's a lot of them in the books.
So you've had a major impact on our community, because it really did throw our community into a place of hope in a time when it didn't feel like there was much in the way of hope. You gave us the ability to look beyond what felt was just too hideous to even think about. You gave us the opportunity to dress up. I dressed up. I didn't send photos in. But I was a lurker. Yeah. I was affectionately known as a lurker. A lot of lurkers, people who don't actually get in front of the camera. But
meet people and go, and I'm like, oh hi, are you Susan? And I was in a security queue at Glastonbury this year, and this woman said, she was on the security. You Susan? And I was like, yeah, Susie. And she said, I'm in Frock Up Friday. I've never posted, but I'm in Frock Up Friday, but I know all the stories.
Yes.
What about, shame about Shell's car?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a shame about Bernard.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, they know everything about everybody.
We had it at Red Rooster, didn't we? We were buying dresses at Red Rooster Festival, and then the girls went, are you Bev and Susie? And then they gave us a discount.
That's great. Fantastic celebrity.
And you would never have known that when you began this. You
not
would
at
never
all. Well, we just thought it was going to be like a couple of weeks and a couple of friends getting dressed up.
Sure. No, it's been mad. Absolutely mad. But it's a huge experience as well. I've been writing my CV recently, and it's been crazy actually trying to manage everything and bring people together. And we've kind of educated people, or hopefully anyway, to ask questions rather than to pass judgment. If you look at a photograph and you're like, why is that guy wearing a skirt?
Yeah.
Like, just to have a conversation and chat with them, because it's really surprising. The life behind somebody's choice of clothing, and this, I'm choosing that for obviously a huge kind of example.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big one. But so people really have chosen to ask questions and investigate rather than pass judgment. Which is
exactly. And share makeup tips. I remember I got very involved in makeup tips when people have, I don't know what to do about this. Go, well, that's blending.
Yeah.
And that is wearing 2 pairs of tights, one American tan, is as it used to be called, and then wear black, and your legs look amazing. This guy came back and he said, thank you so much, it's made all the difference. It's an old tip from the 60s.
Yeah.
So it's, we just, girlfriends, pass that on to other girlfriends.
Yeah. And like you say though, it's much easier in Metaland to manage a group of people because it could just play God can we. Like that person's been really annoying quite often and just stepped over the line a few too many times. Kick them out, which doesn't get to happen in the real world. Yeah. But we've learned quite a lot about managing 15,000 people in there. You know, But we're thankful because we have got 12 different volunteers who look after it round the clock. You know, in America, Canada, Australia, they're there just in case. Because it flags up if someone says ugly or fat or whatever, and so people can manage.
And we had a little moment where some TERF decided to get in the group and go and put nasty messages on I think it was about 30 or 40 people's posts before we spotted it.
Yeah.
And of course they can't win because we just took all of the posts off. They were out. And they're not welcome in our group. We want people who just try to understand everybody, accept everybody, and the idea is if you don't sort of understand why someone is a goth, then go and find out why they're a goth. Maybe you'll find that you actually like The Cure.
Exactly.
It's like just being open-minded about things and finding out about different people and sort of like. I mean, we have now got really proper friends with people that we would not have been friends with without Frock Up Friday. And they're important people in our lives now. And I think that says it all. It's like the friendships that have happened and the unlikely friendships that have happened. And that's just been wonderful.
But that can happen around the world if we could find a way to roll that out, that idea. To be accepting and to be non-judgmental and to ask questions and to not be afraid to be full of flair. You don't have to wear beige, guys.
Unless you want to, of course.
But be brave. But it's actually brave to find middle ground as well. Say, well, I don't really dig it. But I understand where you're coming from, and if we can learn to be in the same space without having the same values. I know that sounds like a hard thing to say, but there's so much separation and division in the world. If we could find some common ground somewhere, there always is something to be had.
Of course,
totally. The fact that we're all human is the common ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what.
And we're all being ourselves, which is if you decide you might bond over a certain red shade of lipstick, you might have that might be the only thing. But if you stand there and go, "We are rocking that," that's it. The job is done because hate does not live here.
No, exactly.
And that's the thing. The seeds are not watered, or there's no warmth for those things.
No.
They're plucked out really quickly.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful if, for example, someone does get a bad comment and the admin doesn't get to it in time. The Frockers, the community get around them and say, "I'm sorry, you're not supposed to. You're not welcome here saying that stuff."
We don't want this. We don't put up with negativity. They all get in there and say it. You know, that's amazing.
No, it's great.
That is amazing that they all understand. There's 15,000 people in there, and they understand what it is that and what the positivity makes.
Yeah.
It creates more positivity, and it creates trust,
Yeah.
and it creates understanding, and those things are so important.
Mm.
And in a world where we're getting more and more divided, the spaces like this are so important.
Yeah.
So important.
And that thing we do advise it, as well as the ask instead of judge thing, but the simple act of giving someone a compliment. It's not just to receive it. It feels great when someone tells you look gorgeous. I really like your quirks as well, by the way. But saying it to somebody,
that takes courage to actually say it, doesn't it?
But it's like I just made somebody's day.
Yeah, it makes you feel
really
good.
nice.
Yeah,
it does.
Virtuous circle.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And the more you do the compliment, the more you just do it naturally now.
You do.
I just compliment. I complimented a couple of people in France in English. Unfortunately, I don't think they knew what I was saying. But it's really important because it make them smile, and they kind of understood what I was saying. And I just think those compliments you can almost see someone walking along, and then they just kind of stand up
they
straight
do.
up, and they kind of like look better, and they kind of like, wow, someone thinks I look great, and that just makes their day, and it makes your day because you can see how that's impacted them. So it's now become a natural part of us, and I think all the Frockers are naturally like it as well. That is a thing. It's like, don't be shy of talking to people and saying, oh, you look great, because that's how you make friends as well. It's really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those little strange conversations that start off with, oh my God, you're rocking that look. and there was this big guy turned out in town. We were going to Henry Ward Hall, weren't we? And this guy just stepped out, and I went, oh my God, look at you! You just look fantastic. and his friend looked round, and it's like, well, what about me? I went, oh yes, obviously. and there was a big loving, this great big loving.
Yeah.
But they never forget people, and you can see. I mean, this guy was about 6'6", but he did grow. You could see that kind of. Oh, thanks. Because someone's made an effort. Or just thrown stuff. It doesn't matter whether they've made an effort, but they're wearing something they like.
Yeah.
And you can see them kind of going, I'm good in this.
And they're owning
Acknowledge
it.
that. Acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Whatever it happens to be.
Yeah. And there was, it's quite different when you say it to a young person, because they do sort of think, why are they talking to me? But it has the same effect as well. And if we could get young people to appreciate that as well, it would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in Hastings, young people do actually.
They do.
I hate to say, I will keep bigging up Hastings, but like young people here are different.
They are different.
They accept us all.
The dance on the tables of the oldies.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There's this intergenerational thing here that is quite special. That I don't know that many other towns anymore because I live here and I'm staying.
I like it.
But it's a thing, isn't it? That you do. You can have 20 years between you, and you're still like best mates and giggling like teenagers. So
hello.
Yeah, like us.
We have 20 years between us.
We do.
That's right. But it's true, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you with the younger one and so on.
Yeah. Elsewhere, it's not quite. Definitely London. You're much more segregated into like, I don't know,
age groups
or
tribes.
Yeah. That's it. So
and it's kind of like, it's kind of great to break those barriers down and let all the tribes mix together and swap everything, and I love that.
Me too.
I'm gonna stick it in there and say it's all right for men to say it too.
It is all right.
Go ahead and tell me we look great, right?
Let's cheer. Guys can do it too. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
And the purple flares.
So just briefly then, you're not from around here. No. So what drew you to here? What drew you here?
I came because of rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
I came with a piano player 11 years ago now.
11.
I think I'm not allowed to be a newbie anymore, surely.
No, you're not.
But I came down with a piano player and done a couple of gigs and decided that I needed to live here.
Yeah.
And that was in about October, I think, 2014. And I went home and sold everything I had and stayed on someone's sofa for 2 weeks and came back in the middle of December.
Wow.
That's it. Shacked up with Jenny Power for the first time. Sorry, Jenny. For the first
She's
time.
not sorry.
I know. She's been stuck with this ever since. She's my best mate. She's my best mate. I know. Yeah, and because I think it's the most New Orleanian place I've been outside of New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with it.
We've got loads of Americans here, have you noticed?
No.
Oh God, there's loads.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, mate, honestly.
Never, not really
Yeah,
noticed.
so I
that.
went all cockney then. Yeah, we've got loads.
Easily done.
Yeah, easily done, easily done.
Aye,
So-
and Bob and Adam starting the Fat Tuesday. It was huge for me. I'm like, they've even got a Mardi Gras. So I know
More
it's
dressing
cast
up.
on and that, but yeah, I know. It's like Voodoo Fest. I just heard all this stuff and I was like, oh my God.
And that's
And I
supposed to
came
be-
in the windy, blowy, freezing. It's horrible in the winter, isn't it, man?
It is. Everybody should know that. If you're thinking of moving here, the wind, it's
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
The winters
Yeah.
are
You
hard.
can't get the
Yeah.
front door open.
Wear suitable clothing. Yes,
Yeah.
but still stylish. Wear suitable clothing.
It's alright because you've got grit, so you can definitely
Yeah,
stick
we got
it-
grit.
stick through
Yeah,
winter.
we just go out and we just do it, don't we?
Yeah.
So Bev, yourself.
Why did I come? Well, I came here because I actually wanted to move back to Brighton. I'd lived in Brighton
Yeah.
and I'd loved the creativity in Brighton. And I couldn't afford to live in Brighton. So, and also I am a girl from a small seaside town originally.
Yeah.
And I always said I wouldn't live in a small seaside town ever again.
Okay.
And then I found a house here that was absolutely fantastic for my 3 children.
Yeah.
I moved here and I said, right, I'll do 2 years here and then I'll move back to Brighton. I'm now 26 years in. I haven't quite moved away
You
yet.
did great.
And I just found the community really creative.
Yeah.
And like at that point, I think Micah was doing her fashion shows
Oh,
and I
yeah,
got
remember
involved
that.
with
Oh
that
my God.
because having been in the fashion industry
Oh.
originally, like having all of that stuff going on and the Terence Higgins Trust that
Yeah.
she supported and
Sure.
and I just loved all of that vibe and I loved all the creativity that was going on and got myself involved in loads of different sort of community projects and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you just stay, don't you? Because there's always something going on.
Because
And
people are always planning, oh, this year we're doing this, but next year we're doing that. And you go,
Yeah.
that's exciting, I can't
Yeah.
move yet.
yeah, and then there was
Yeah.
the illuminated bike rides that I was
The
involved
illuminated
with.
Yeah, bike rides.
And that was all fun, you know, that was really good fun as well. And sort of, so kind of all of those different community projects that I was just
Yeah.
involved with, and you can't leave them, you just feel like, I've got to keep doing it.
If there's not a project, they just make anything a project. I remember when I first moved out of St Jenny's, got a little flat down by the seaside, so that I put it on Facebook. Has anybody got any? I need a kettle and they're like, what else do you need? And I'd be smothered with all this stuff from people I'd never met before. Like the community just is so strong.
No, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show up.
They help each other.
Yeah. What
They
do you
help each
need?
other.
What when you're doing it? How can we help?
Yeah.
And if they can't do it themselves, they always know someone who can.
Yeah, and when someone, like I had a lodger and she moved out and I loved my lodger that I had before and I said, right, I loved her so much, I'm not having another lodger. And then the day after, literally that my lodger moved out, Susie put a message on saying, oh dear, I need somewhere to live. I said, anyway, right. And I thought, well, I have got the room.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know Susie and I just messaged her. I said, look, I have actually got a room if you want to come and have a look at it.
Sure.
So that was...
And then she didn't find out until about 2 years ago that it's because I'd set the last house on fire.
I met the... Yeah. True story.
I totally did.
True story. If I'd known that, I might not have. I mean, there has been moments where she left a chicken on and we were out dancing. We'd been out for about 2.5 hours. She said, is it all right to leave a chicken in the oven? Really? And a couple of the times the iron had just been left on. Yeah.
I can smell a fire like up in Northumberland and think that I've left something on
That's
down
me.
here because I just
Yeah.
leave shit on. Warning.
So, but I actually met the landlord that she burnt the place down of. He was really nice and he bought us both a cocktail. That's how
It's your
nice
problem now.
Yeah, I think he probably thought, thank you.
I don't want to back.
Yeah, I tried to get him closed down and everything.
But he still bought us a cocktail, didn't he?
Amazing.
Yeah,
So-
we are 7 years
and
later.
here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got the big do coming up.
Yeah.
Tickets are available.
Mhm.
We could talk all night. This
Yeah.
could go on forever.
We could go on
We
forever.
could
I did
go
say
on.
around
Because of the
kids, we need
stories.
questions to stop us from talking.
Yeah, because if we'd left you to ramble, we'd be sitting here, we'd be rocking, I think, by now. But bless you. Good luck with Fuff's future. And
Thank you.
yeah, and the big gig. Oh, I'm so excited.
I know,
So-
it is our last one, so could do come and
Yeah.
join in.
Yeah,
do
it's,
let
and
us
it's
know.
going to be mega. It's going to be mega.
Yeah,
We're not
it will
lying.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just huge props for all that you've done to get Buff from, you know,
Yeah.
that to what it now is,
Oh,
honestly.
thank you.
you know.
Thank you so
So
much.
much.
Thank you.
So much
Thank
respect
you.
for
Thank you.
everything you've done. You're
Yeah.
just
Thank you.
amazing. You've made the town much, much brighter, that's for sure.
Well, there's a lot more colourful clothing going
There
on.
is. And the big earrings. We're a big earring.
Big earrings.
Big earring town. So our town has plenty. Thank you, Susie and
Thank
Bev.
you.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cheers, Beck.